it's you know, if you read so when you think about torture, I always think of the end of 1984, right? You know, Orwell, when you know there's been some pain and stuff, but that's not the real torture. The real torture comes at the end when you know he gets brought into the room, and there's you know the cage sitting on the table and the mask, and then I can't remember O'Brien, right? The torture guy.
Yeah.
He says something like, I've quoted this in several places, but he says, you know, look, for everybody, there's there's something that is so terrible that you don't have control over. And he says, and there's no shame in this. It's like you wouldn't ever begrudge a person falling off a cliff grabbing for a rope. Or you wouldn't even, or you know, the person who's drowning, you know, gasping for breath. I mean, it's just, it goes beyond you. It's no longer you doing it. It's just, I mean, an irresistible impulse that just takes it's just not even the person acting. And he says, for everybody, there's this point. There's something that does this to them, which can do that to them. For some people, it's being buried alive. For some people, it's being burned at the stake. And for you, it's rats. And so then they bring out the rat mask, which is mask, and just like it sounds, rats. And I think that's the right way to think about what people are trying to do with torture. I mean, what a torturer is trying to do is find that spot where it's not just like breaking down your limits as a person, like, you know, oh, I can resist the cookie, I can resist the cookie, oh damn, I'm eating the cookie. It's not like that kind of losing self-control. It's where, literally, it's like, you know, don't want to say it, don't want to say it, don't want to say it, and then the person who doesn't want to say it isn't there anymore. You know, she's just not home. And that's, I think, the right way to think of at least what you're trying to do with torture. Now, you know, the degree to which this actually can be done, because people have all these resources and stuff like that. But I really think that that's at the heart of what's going on with in cases of torture.